Good evening. I'm Michael Meidenbauer.
And I'm Rebecca Omick. Here's what's coming up next on Panthervision. How much would you be willing to pay for this?
At first, it's always a dollars and cents issue.
We have team coverage tonight on a proposal to build a new student union.
Right now, there are more people on Facebook.
Are you among the 80 million who have watched this? We'll tell you what everyone is talking about.
And are you looking for new taste adventures?
Need a spoon?
We'll take you to Super Tuesday.
All that and more up next on Panthervision.
From the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee, this is UW-M Panthervision. A weekly newscast reported, written, and produced by students in the Department of Journalism and Mass Communication. And now, the news.
Good evening. With the click of a mouse, UW-M students will have the chance to change the face of the campus for decades to come.
An online vote later this month will ask students whether to renovate the union. The renovations would cost $160 million. It would be paid for by increasing segregated fees. Fees would go up by $70 per student starting in 2015 and will increase $70 a semester until 2018. Fees would remain in place until 2034. In our team coverage tonight, we'll take you to UW-Madison, which is in the middle of a union renovation project of its own. But we'll start with reporter Hadiza Hassan and details about the UW-M proposal.
Advocacy for a new student union have been in progress for a month. A referendum for a $75 million renovation was shot down by students last year. According to a study by Dan Davis and Workshop Architects, the building is not up to code after numerous additions to keep up with increasing enrollment.
So for $75 million, which is a good portion of the $90 million that building is assessed at or is valued at, would only get you another 20, 25 years just on the systems.
The new referendum is for a near total reconstruction of $160 million, says Eric Groh.
We have a window, and it's a great time right now.
Construction and borrowing costs are at an all-time low.
It's the student union, and students pay for it through segregated fees, but that shouldn't make students think that we're not going to do everything we can to help them out.
Groh says that donations and the creation of an alumni association could help offset the cost. However, nothing on a college campus comes without controversy.
If you think about it, you don't want to tear down a building and start over if you can help it. But a lot of the buildings that were put up in the last century really weren't necessarily designed to be there for as long as what we plan to.
The architects welcome student input on all of their union projects.
We want that sense of community, that sense of Milwaukee pride, that we would want to build development pride in this university. Something like a Madison has that, and obviously there's no reason that we shouldn't either.
In Milwaukee, I'm Hadiza Hassan for Panthervision.
Funny thing about history, it seems to repeat itself. University of Wisconsin started a similar project after Madison started the Student Union Initiative in 2005. Carl Kors says that students only went to Union South to do what they had to do.
So the thought was that we have to address this sooner or later. We had one building that was really not being utilized at all, and the other building was in significant disrepair.
Students shut down an original referendum, but the second was a go. Martin Feehan is anticipating August, when Memorial Union will be renovated.
There were definitely some people who were skeptical about the project, but part of that is you don't know how good it can be until it's kind of done.
Union South is already finished $94 million later. Jan van den Kaboom of Workshop Architects says student space at Union South is 170,000 square feet. UW-M's union is 330,000.
Now what's interesting is when we toured Union South with a group of UW-M students, they said to me, Jan, this building is so much bigger than ours. How big is this? And I said, you know what? It's half the size of our union.
Nearly 20,000 students and staff were involved in the process. Students pay an extra $50 in segregated fees on a 30-year bond. UWM seg fees would increase by over $250 on a 20-year bond.
At first, it's always a dollars and cents issue, but I think that what we've learned as a campus, over the past several years is that there's value in investing in something.
In Madison, I'm Tom Momberg with Panthervision.
The vote will take place on March 28th and 29th. If students support the plan, the renovated union is expected to last the next 100 years.
The proposal comes at a time when student debt is at an all-time high. A UW system official says that debt has increased more than 400% in the past 30 years. Student debt averaged $5,000 in 1982, compared to $27,000 last year. More than 70% of UW system students take out loans to help pay for college. UWM students have the highest average debt. Johannes Britz is UWM's new provost and second in command at the university. Chancellor Michael Lovell selected Britz from a pool of 4 finalists on Friday.
4 times more support than anybody else, and then when I thought about all the things that he'd done in his 2 years as interim, the accomplishments that he had, it really became clear that he was the right person for the job.
As provost, Britz is in charge of addressing issues such as retention rates. Britz says one of the largest issues facing UWM right now is the state budget.
That affects, can we keep our good faculty? If we just keep on increasing tuition, will students still come to study, and can they complete it successfully? So I think the money part is for me a major concern.
Well, I think it goes back to the compensation of the employees on our campus. The faculty and staff are paid so much lower than the market value. That one of the challenges that both I and he have to come up with is ways we can make sure we keep the talented faculty and staff on the campus and make sure we can recruit new people here.
Taking this position in this way is not a stepping stone somewhere else. It's to be here. And as long as it's, the campus wants me, I will, make a difference.
Britz will be making about $260,000 a year.
It's been 1 week, and friends and family are still searching for missing UWM alum Tom Hecht. Hecht was last seen at Rosie's on Water during a St. Patrick's Day pub crawl on March 10th. Family and friends are posting flyers and are using the internet to try and find him. TomHecht.com is an interactive website for search party volunteers to stay connected. A family friend also created a Twitter thread to help get the word out. Hecht was last seen wearing a green St. Patrick's Day t-shirt and party beads. A 22-year-old Alverno college student is still in critical condition after being struck by a car last Wednesday night. Mai Zhang was struck by a car around midnight on the corner of North and Farwell. The driver fled the scene after hitting Mai. Milwaukee police have made an arrest but have not released any more information. Mai is medically sedated after recovering from a torn artery. Doctors hope to finish repairing Mai's injuries once she is in a more stable condition.
The campus community is still mourning the loss of 19-year-old Connor Driscoll, who drowned at the Klatchy Pool. Panthervision's Lila Girl takes us to a vigil in Driscoll's honor.
It's an event no one plans on happening.
Just our heartfelt thanks goes out to everybody who's here.
Family, friends, and the campus community gathered tonight in front of Golda Meir Library in remembrance of Connor Driscoll, a UWM student who unexpectedly died on campus.
And there's people here that didn't know Connor, and that makes a difference to us. And there's people here that do know Connor, and it just makes us feel good that they're here.
Student Association member El Rodriguez assisted in planning the candlelight vigil.
We just kind of wanted to give them a more informal, relaxed setting where everyone could just get together and remember Connor.
She also worked with Driscoll at Aloft Hotels.
He was funny. He was thoughtful. He was a hard worker.
Everyone is given the opportunity to share condolences and memories of Driscoll.
He was my best friend and my little brother. And he taught me that life is too short to walk away from anything angry.
While the event is very somber, friends share fond memories that lighten heavy hearts.
Rehearse nothing. We just started singing together. We both stopped afterwards and goes,
Well, that was weird.
Memories are written on a poster and serves as a celebration to show how many lives Driscoll has touched. In Milwaukee, I'm Lila Goro for Panthervision.
Driscoll died just days before he was set to take the aquatics test for the U.S. Air Force. Students can seek additional support from staff at Norris Health Center.
Coming up next, we'll tell you what video is not only going viral, but is also taking action.
And 70 degrees in March? We'll find out if the shorts are here to stay.
This is where powerful ideas lead to proven results. This is where you belong.
Thanks for watching UWM Panthervision, judged Best Student Newscast by the Northwest Broadcast News Association. Panthervision is produced by students in the Department of Journalism and Mass Communication in association with Milwaukee Area Technical College.
An online video has UWM talking.
And as I found out, some students and faculty are not quite sure how to react. With talk of Kony 2012, a 30-minute video that is making Ugandan warlord Joseph Kony a household name. The video is nearing 80 million views on YouTube, and support for Kony 2012 is growing, including here at UWM. Patrick Flaherty is the administrator of Kony 2012 Milwaukee, one of 2 Kony Facebook groups started by UWM students.
Something I believe in. And I think it's important that someone stands for something, otherwise nothing's ever going to change.
Some students are criticizing the effectiveness of online activism, while others, like UWM student Luz Beltran, have a hard time taking things from social media sites seriously.
It's on Facebook and I just can't, I don't know.
UWM senior lecturer Mark Tasman, however, says Kony 2012 will encourage future online activism.
What we're seeing is kind of this trend. So if we see this thing happen, then we're going to see other people try to make this happen with causes that they care about.
Arguments between supporters and skeptics of Kony 2012 are popping up online, which Mark says isn't surprising.
That's what the internet does. It eats itself for breakfast every day.
Regardless of the criticisms and the conflict, Kony 2012 Milwaukee might just have one new member.
After watching this and seeing how that's what they need, I guess, to make the difference, and it's something so small, and I forget what day it is, but it's not like I'm asleep anyway, so I might as well.
And with 237 Facebook members, UWM is just waking up.
Kony 2012 supporters will be spreading awareness by using posters on April 20th for their Cover the Night event.
A bill is now waiting to be signed by Governor Scott Walker that is causing a stir among MATC supporters. The bill would change the appointment process of the MATC College Board. The state legislature passed the bill, allowing a complete overhaul of the MATC board. However, they agreed that no licenses would be lost for the public TV stations run through the college. MATC holds the Federal Communications Commission license for channels 10 and 36, which is where we produce UWM Panthervision. Supporters of the bill say that the new appointment process is necessary to make the school more receptive to businesses and to better prepare MATC students.
Golda Meir is not the only campus building welcoming students looking to study during the graveyard shift. Panthervision's Tom Momberg tells us why the lights are always on in the architecture building.
It's almost midnight. Walkways and streets at UWM are winding down. There's at least one building on campus that never actually sees the dark of night.
I'm here every single night.
Niyati Patel is not the only one.
It's not fun. I don't know. You get used to it after a while, I guess.
Niyati is a senior in the architecture school. Along with her classmates, she has a special ID to get in, while others are using IDs for another reason.
It really sucks when you leave here and everyone's like out partying. Spending time in studio does take away from my social life. A lot. See, I will probably leave here, I don't even know, I'm hoping to leave here by 4. I probably eat about like 2 meals here. I usually have like breakfast at home and like lunch and dinner here.
Deadlines can be rough on anyone. Everyone here is just motivated by the pressure.
It is worth it. You feel a big load off your shoulders, but when you get ripped to pieces at review, it really sucks.
A life outside of school can be difficult. Just ask Brad Hoper, a junior pursuing a bachelor's degree in architectural sciences. He says he's too busy to even work and only has a job during the summer.
There are a couple of architecture students with jobs. I don't know how they do it. I think they have magical powers of something. I got sleep last night. A lot of my friends joke like, oh, we thought you died because they won't see me for like days at a time.
At the end of the day, they only get to look forward to coming back the next.
So it does suck when you're leaving here and walking and it's like dark and quiet and creepy when campus is dead and you're still stuck here.
Well, it's getting a little late for me here at the architecture building. I have to go home and go to bed. At UWM, this is Tom Momberg with Panthervision.
The architecture students' work is displayed on the ground floor of the School of Architecture and Urban Planning building.
The environment and raising energy costs are concerns of many Americans. Reporter AJ Panisopa takes us to a green energy summit in tonight's MATC report.
Remember, this is a 3-day, and people come and look at the areas that they're interested in learning more.
MATC hosted the 9th Annual Green Energy Summit at the Frontier Airlines Center. Dr. John Han Woo was one of the many people that had an exhibit at the summit.
This is a senior design project of Civil and Architectural Engineering and Construction Management Department of Milwaukee School of Engineering. And we developed this project with Sweetwater Organics. And this is an indoor farming facility that we can apply the similar system to the old facilities in Milwaukee downtown. So we have 30 to 40% of Milwaukee old buildings are currently empty. It's going to be really expensive solution to revitalize the buildings and local economy. And it uses an aquaponics system, which is growing the plants and fish together in the concise space. And then we can use a lot of renewable energy solutions to raise the local and organic food.
If you missed the summit this year, you can join them again next year on March 6th through the 8th.
Chris Nelson from the Atmospheric Sciences program is here now with the weather.
Hi, Chris. Good. How are you?
Good.
So how's the weather looking?
Oh, unbelievable. I cannot believe the weather we've been seeing.
Oh, I
Record
know.
high temperatures all across the country, thousands actually to be specific. But let's see if that trend kind of continues as we head on into the week here. And we'll look at weather headlines for today. Winter finally kind of comes to an end. We really didn't see much of a winter. But spring begins tomorrow. That warm weather pattern will continue throughout the week until the weekend. We'll finally see a slight cool down as relatively cool, not really that cool of a cold front will push across the area on Thursday and Friday. But right now, look at these temperatures, 64 degrees right now in Milwaukee. A few clouds out there right now, but plenty of moisture to work with. 60 is our dew point. Forecast for today, though, those clouds will stick around 75 degrees in March. Talking, that's unbelievable. There's a chance of some thunderstorms, though, that'll be kind of developing right now. That'll push across the area, but kind of becoming more numerous, though, as we get on into later on this afternoon. Look at these lows across the much of Wisconsin here. 57 Rhinelander, 61 Eau Claire, 62 La Crosse, 61 in Madison. That's 10 to 15 degrees above the average high temperature for this time of year. Unbelievable. And then with a southerly flow for highs today, we're going to continue to see those 70, 76 in Rhinelander, 75 Eau Claire, 78 in La Crosse, Madison, Oshkosh. A little bit cooler along the lakeshore, 75 in Milwaukee. Will develop that lake breeze by afternoon. That's actually what's going to kind of slow down those thunderstorms as we get on into the afternoon. So tonight our forecast, clouds, isolated chance for a thunderstorm, 60 degrees for a low temperature, those south winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then for tomorrow, look at these temperatures, 81 degrees, 60 for a low, mostly sunny skies, absolute gorgeous day. You got to get outside if you get a chance. And Wednesday, same thing, maybe a little bit warmer, 82 degrees for a high temperature, mostly sunny skies. Again, absolutely gorgeous day. Get out there if you can. And then our Panthervision 5-day forecast, I mentioned Wednesday into Thursday. We have a cold front that pushes across the area. 63, though, still well above the average high temperature. 61, thunderstorms again, and then it cools off a little bit more Saturday, 54, partly sunny skies, and then Sunday, 60 degrees, guys. So, I mean, even 60 we're talking for Sunday. That's almost 20 degrees above average.
Yeah, that definitely looks pretty good. Now, I know everybody's pretty excited because it seems like spring is here so much earlier than it typically is. Is that true? Is it going to kind of
I think for the most part, we're going to be seeing temperatures like this throughout, and we might not even see a spring. Maybe we'll just go right into summer. Wouldn't that be nice?
That'd work for me. Coming up next, we'll fill you in on how one UW team is bowling over the competition.
And one UWM coach is joining the likes of Bo Ryan in the Hall of Fame. All that and more when we return.
Thanks for watching UWM Panthervision, judged Best Student Newscast by the Northwest Broadcast News Association. Panthervision is produced by students in the Department of Journalism and Mass Communication in association with Milwaukee Area Technical College.
Is here.
And one UWM athlete competed in a championship that has nothing to do with basketball.
Here's Faith Leonard with sports.
Thanks, Rebecca. UWM swimmer Emily McClellan took 25th place in the 200 breaststroke on Saturday. This is the second time McClellan has been to the NCAA championships for swimming and diving. McClellan placed 18th in the 100 breaststroke on the day before and the 58th in the 200-meter individual breaststroke on Thursday. She is the first Panther to compete in the NCAA Swimming and Diving Championships. March 17th saw two big wins for Wisconsin basketball in the NCAA tournament. The Marquette Golden Eagles advanced to their second straight Sweet 16 with a 62-53 win over Murray State. Wisconsin Badgers earn a matchup against number 1 seed Syracuse this Thursday after beating Vanderbilt 60-57. Both Wisconsin and Marquette won their first games in the tournament decisively, each carrying a lead of over 20 points. Marquette will face 7th seed Florida on Thursday. The UWM men's basketball season is over. The team ended its up-and-down season with a loss to TCU in the College Basketball Invitational Tournament. UWM fell to the Horned Frogs 83-73. Forward Tony Meyer led all scorers with 18 points, and guard Kalen Williams had 14 points and 10 assists. The Panthers finished the season with a record of 20-14.
Game against Butler.
Coach Rob Jeter is being recruited by the University of Nebraska. Nebraska contacted Jeter last week about its head coaching vacancy. The Cornhuskers fired head coach Doc Sadler last week. Jeter has not made any comment yet. Jeter was recently named to the inaugural class of the Wisconsin Intercollegiate Athletic Conference Hall of Fame. He will be inducted on August 4th. Basketball coaches aren't the only ones winning awards at UWM. This team is wrapping up their 5th year after a victory in Oshkosh. And as I found out, they're doing it all out of the Union basement. Students in the UW-Milwaukee Bowling Club spend most of their spare time here at the UWM Rec Center, practicing for tournaments.
Get in there, ball.
Freshman Leah Champion chose to attend UWM for the bowling program.
Milwaukee Bowling is a really good program, and I'm very happy that I came here, so I love it.
The best part of the club is the family-like bond to senior Leslie Johnson.
It's the friendships I've made over the years. Like, a lot of my friends in college are from the bowling club.
Others, like Alex Winter, joined because of the tournaments.
Definitely the competition. You get to bowl against the best people in the country at our level.
Coach Chad Source has been bowling all his life, and he is highly admired and respected by his players.
Chad is one of, in my opinions, one of the best coaches in the Milwaukee area.
And the best advice from a veteran bowler, coach, and instructor?
Make your spares, don't take the game too seriously, and remember to breathe.
In Milwaukee, I'm Faith Leonard for Panthervision.
Faith, what are the fees for bowling?
For bowling, the fees at UWM range between $300 and $500.
All right. Well, we all know eating healthy is important.
But it may seem hard to find something to eat on campus that isn't deep fried.
As Panthervision's Adam Gallo reports, there's hope one jar at a time.
The drag of midterm week is never a good time for students. Studying for hours on end can make a person go crazy and very hungry. So the next time you're hungry, instead of going straight to the Union for food, take a chance and talk to this guy.
Do you need a spoon? All right.
This is Scott. He and his truck park outside Lapham Hall every Super Tuesday.
Pretty spicy, it's good.
His $5 jars of warm deliciousness cater to your specific need.
Cool. So we have everything from carnivorous soups to vegan soups. You know, we try to, and everything in between.
Along with a variety of flavors, the ingredients being used in these soups are all fresh.
The ingredients we're using right now are all locally sourced, organic ingredients when we can get them.
Carrot soup's not for everyone though, but healthy should be. So go check out Restore over in the Northwest Quadrant. Built in the fall, workers say the store has struggled gaining momentum.
Well, when the store opened, I think on the first day we had like 5 customers. And as it's been picking up, you know, I think we've been picking up slowly.
The organic food store sells everything from aloe vera water to dried apricots. So far, the store has only appealed to certain types of eaters.
Someone just walked by, or someone just walked in to get, because he's a vegan, and he got some stuff here.
Vegan or not, if you're hungry on campus and wondering where to go eat, just take it from Scott.
Plus, it's all generally organic. It's all local. I mean, you're going to get a better meal for your $5 here than you are in there. I mean, unless Burger King is somehow healthy.
In Milwaukee, I'm Adam Gallo for Panthervision.
Thanks for watching us for tonight's edition of Panthervision.
Thanks for watching, and have a great spring break.